Roofing core test. Question 1. What is the minimum slope required for standard asphalt shingles? 212, 112, 412, 0.5:12. Asphalt shingles generally require a minimum slope of 212. Slopes between 212 and 412 require special underlayment procedures. Question 2. Which material is highly recommended for valley flashing? Metal, example galvanized steel or copper. Plastic, wood, rubber. Metal flashing is highly durable and resilient against the concentrated water flow found in roof valleys. Question 3. What is a square in roofing terminology? 100 square feet, 10 square feet, 1 square foot, 1,000 square feet. A roofing square is an area measuring 10 feet by 10 feet, which equals exactly 100 square feet. Question 4. The structural member installed at the intersection of two roof planes forming a valley is the valley rafter, ridge board, jack rafter, purlin. The valley rafter runs from the top plate to the ridge board, forming the internal angle of a valley. Question 5. When installing a drip edge on the rake, how should it be placed? Over the underlayment, under the underlayment, over the shingles, under the fascia. On the rake, sloped edges, the drip edge is installed over the underlayment to prevent wind-driven rain from getting underneath. Question 6. How many nails are typically required per standard 3-tab shingle in normal conditions? 4 nails, 2 nails, 6 nails, 8 nails. Standard installation requires 4 nails per shingle, located just below the sealant strip, though high wind areas require 6. Question 7. When installing a drip edge, how should it be placed at the eaves? Under the underlayment, over the underlayment, over the shingles, under the fascia. At the eaves, the drip edge goes under the underlayment to shed water efficiently into the gutter. Question 8. What is a common sign of inadequate roof ventilation? Premature shingle deterioration, stronger roof trusses, lower indoor humidity, excessive wind uplift. Poor ventilation traps heat and moisture, which bakes shingles from below and causes them to blister or curl prematurely. Question 9. Which type of roof is characterized by two different slopes on each of its two sides? Gambrel roof, gable roof, flat roof, shed roof. A gambrel roof, often seen on barns, has two slopes on each side, the lower slope being steeper than the upper. Question 10. What is the primary function of roof flashing? To prevent water infiltration at joints, to add structural support, to improve ventilation, to enhance aesthetics. Flashing directs water away from vulnerable areas like valleys, chimneys, and wall intersections. Question 11. What prevents ice dams from forming on eaves? Proper attic ventilation and insulation, installing darker shingles, nailing shingles tighter, adding a second layer of felt. Proper insulation stops heat from escaping, and ventilation keeps the roof deck cool, preventing snow melt/freeze cycles. Question 12. Blistering on built-up roofs is generally caused by trapped moisture or air within the layers, too many layers of felt, excessive gravel, using copper flashing. Blisters form when moisture or air trapped between the plies expands under the heat of the sun. Question 13. Which fastener is recommended for installing asphalt shingles? Galvanized roofing nails, wood screws, staples, finish nails. Corrosion-resistant, galvanized steel roofing nails with a large head are standard and required by most codes. Question 14. A roof with 4 sloping sides is called a hip roof, gable roof, mansard roof, gambrel roof. A hip roof has slopes on all four sides that meet at the ridge, lacking vertical gable ends. Question 15. What is the purpose of crickets or saddles on a roof? To divert water around large penetrations like chimneys, to anchor the trusses, to provide a walking path, to hold snow in place. Crickets are peaked roof structures designed to shed water and debris away from the high side of a chimney or skylight. Question 16. In built-up roofing, what provides the waterproofing? Bitumen, asphalt or coal tar, fiberglass plies, gravel surfacing, insulation board. Bitumen is the adhesive and waterproofing agent, while the felt/plies provide strength and stability. Question 17. What does an ice and water shield do? Self-seals around nail holes to block water, provides structural rigidity, reflects UV rays, improves attic ventilation. Ice and water shields are rubberized, self-adhering membranes that self-seal around fasteners to prevent leakages from ice dams. Question 18. Which underlayment material is most standard for asphalt shingles? Asphalt saturated felt, plastic sheeting, rubberized membrane, metal foil. Asphalt saturated felt, like number 15 or number 30, is traditional, though synthetics are also widely used today. Question 19. The horizontal edge of a roof that overhangs the exterior wall is the eave, rake, ridge, fascia. The eave is the lower, horizontal overhang of a roof, while the rake is the sloped edge. Question 20. The slope of a roof is typically expressed as a ratio of rise to run, length to width, area to volume, pitch to span. Roof slope is measured as the vertical rise, in inches, for every 12 inches of horizontal run.